good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to Lady Canes Field for this afternoon's non-conference softball matchup featuring the visiting Wolves from the University of West Georgia taking on your Georgia Southwestern State University Lady Hurricanes. At this time, let's introduce you to the starters for both teams. First, let's run down the batting order for the visiting Wolves from West Georgia. Leading off will be the second baseman, number 20, Chris Nix. Batting second and playing center field is number 17, Hannah Scarborough. Batting third is the shortstop, number 30, Allie Taylor. In the cleanup spot is the right fielder, number 10, J.C. Arrington. Batting fifth, the designated player, number 7, Madeline Gorsuch. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 13, Chandler Mavis. Batting seventh is the third baseman, number 12, Madison Vandergriff. Batting eighth, first baseman, number 28, Emily Bodenheimer. Batting ninth is the catcher, number 8, Lauren McElhaney. The pitcher in game number 1 of our doubleheader this afternoon is number 19, Macy Ann McKnight. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet your GSW Lady Hurricanes. Leading off, the left fielders, number 1, JC Johns. Batting second, shortstop, number 7, Lacey Rutledge. Batting third, second baseman, number 19, Zoe Willis. In the cleanup spot is your third baseman, number 0, Caitlin Wood. Batting fifth, first baseman is number 13, Izzy Marcotte. Batting sixth, center fielder, number 32, Haley Pennant. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 28, Morgan Mullen. Batting eighth, designated player is number 25, Ashlyn Rogers. And batting ninth, your right fielder, number 22, Kimmy Singer. Inside the circle, towing the rubber for the first game here this afternoon is number 2, Hannah Holloway. Your head coach of the Lady Hurricanes is Nikki Levering. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would ask that you please rise. Join both schools here this afternoon as we honor America through the playing of our national anthem. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to Lady Canes Field. If you did not get a copy of today's game program, you might as well head to the concession stand window located directly behind home plate and grab one now as we settle in for doubleheader action today. Quick note, because of a storm earlier in the week, you may notice that there is no scoreboard today. We'll do our best to holler out the outs and the score as frequently as possible, but we apologize. Lightning wiped out our scoreboard. It also took out one of our broadcast computers. So that being said, we will only be live streaming game number 1. Live stats are available for both contests, but the live video stream will only be for game number 1. If you have friends or family that are watching now, let them know, although we put an alert on the webpage as well. But Game 1 live stream, both games, live stats. You can find links on our website at gswcanes.com, gswcanes.com. And once again, leading things off this afternoon for West Georgia will be the second baseman, number 20, Chris Nix.
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, a good afternoon. That one fouled off. A ball and a strike to the leadoff batter. Welcome. You are looking live at Lady Canes Field. Hopefully you had a chance to listen to our pregame as we introduce the two teams to those in attendance. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Chris Nix, second baseman for the Wolves here this afternoon. Just underway from Lady Canes Field. You are looking live. Beautiful afternoon in Americus, Georgia. Just a few scattered, fluffy, cotton-like balls up in the sky. Otherwise, it's blue skies and sunshine. Wind is blowing slightly in from the right field foul pole in towards the Hurricanes dugout on the third base side. Ground ball to the first baseman, Marcotte. She has it, will step on the bag, and there is one away. One out for the batter, center fielder number 17, Hannah Scarborough. So Hannah Scarborough steps in. We'll give you a little bit more information on these ladies as the afternoon progresses. First pitch in there for a strike. If you heard in the pregame, but unfortunately we had a storm roll through early in the week. Lightning strike. It took out our internet. We were afraid we wouldn't have a broadcast, but that's the good news. The bad news is, come to find out, it did zap our scoreboard, as that one's fouled off. And it took out one of our broadcast computers, the one that we had up here in our tower. So we're borrowing baseballs for the moment, or the one allocated for tonight's baseball game. As you get a look at the Hurricanes starting pitcher, Hannah Holloway. She's out in front, 0-2, 1 away here in the first. The windup and the 0-2 pitch just misses. Hannah Holloway, see the most innings in the circle for the Hurricanes here this season. And she'll record her first strikeout of the afternoon. So 2 outs now for the number 3 batter in the order. And we'll introduce her in a moment. 2 outs, batting third for West Georgia shortstop number 30, Allie Taylor. Is that first pitch ball or ball? Ball 1 to the batter. Catches the inside edge for a strike. Nice pitch from Holloway. And the count evens up at 1-1. Holloway, I mentioned logging, well, actually tied with Trinity Whitfield at this point. Both of these ladies with 80 1/3 innings pitched so far this season, as that one is fouled off for strike 2. Holloway out in front again here in the first. Off to a good start. 80 1/3 innings pitched, 81 hits, 37 earned runs, 30 walks to 70 strikeouts. Opponents are batting .253 against Holloway. This spring, she's got an 11-6 record and a 3.22 earned run average. And Holloway gets her second strikeout of the inning. And unfortunately, I think this computer glitches a little bit when we grab a replay. Why did we grab a replay? Well, we've got a few for you here in the first as Holloway gets herself a couple of Ks. We'll take a look at the first one here. 2 hurricane strikeouts from Hannah Holloway. The first going inside, gets the K. And strikeout number 2 of the inning. We'll give you a view since you didn't see it. We had the home plate cam on. What did it look like from the outfield cam? Looked a little something like this. Holloway, 2 Ks, coming inside, high and tight. And that'll do it for the Wolves in the first. Bottom of the first inning, leading things off for GSW, your left fielders, number 1, J.C. Johns. So J.C. Johns steps in. Just misses on that one inside a little bit for a ball. Not a bad placement for the starting pitcher for West Georgia here in game number 1 of our doubleheader is number 19, Macy Ann McKnight. McKnight back to the circle, has it cleanly over to first, and there is one away. Batting second for the Hurricanes with 1 out is the shortstop, number 7, Lacey Rutledge. One away in the inning. That one in there, right down the chute for a strike. Macy Ann McKnight, by far the most innings on the staff for the Wolves this season, 107 1/3 innings pitched, 133 hits, 81 earned runs, 66 walks to 61 strikeouts. Count evens up at 1-1. And they'll have a little talk inside the circle here. Opponents are batting .289 against McKnight this season. She has a 6-10 record overall and a 5.28 earned run average. It is the best on the Wolves staff. One pitch is low and away, 2-1. West Georgia comes in with a record of 11-24 overall. They are 4-16 in Gulf South play. That one's in there for a strike. Evens up the count at 2-2. 11-24 for the Wolves. Georgia Southwestern 24-16. 9-6 in the Peach Belt Conference for Georgia Southwestern. 24-16 overall for Coach Levering. That one off the mark. Count's going to run full to Rutledge. Rutledge third on the team with a .352 batting average. That one's down the line. Sizzles past the first baseman. She'll go on to second. All the way to third. She may come around as that one gets mishandled by the second baseman and will stand up. A triple and an error allowing the run to score, but the Hurricanes are on the board. I think we're going to have missed that replay. One out for the batter, the third hitter in the lineup, second baseman number 19, Zoe Willis. So Georgia Southwestern, the beneficiary of an error on the cutoff. I don't know if it was probably more on the throw that bounced to the second baseman as she tried to backhand it. That one's in there for a ball. So a triple for Rutledge, and then she actually stopped, as you could see on the screen, stopped at third base and still had time to put it back into gear and get home and easily beat the throw in for the Hurricanes' first run of the afternoon. Good pitch outside, swing and a miss from Zoe Willis. Willis leads the team with a .441 batting average. Nationally ranked with 12 home runs. She has 35 RBI this season. Dangerous hitter at the plate. They, of course, keep pitching her off the plate and away. Willis reaches for this one, fouls it off. And they'll talk things over in the circle with a 2-2 count coming up to Zoe Willis. Wind up and the pitch. Reaches for that one. Off the end of the bat, fly ball to center field. And the play is made for the second out of the inning. Bottom of the first here from her at Lady Canes Field. 2 outs in the inning. In the cleanup spot, your third baseman is number 0, Caitlin Wood. Caitlin Wood has been red hot as of late. She had 2 home runs over the weekend at Flagler. Good pitch, caught the outside edge for a strike. Wood is batting, that average just keeps climbing and climbing. .394 for the season, second on the team behind Willis. She's right behind her with 10 home runs now on the season and leads the Peach Belt Conference with 50 runs driven in through 40 games. Pretty remarkable stat for Caitlin Wood. The GSW NCAA Division II program record for RBI in a season is 51. So Wood hopes to blow past that, yet with several games still left on the schedule. Outside for a ball, 2-1. Boy, Rutledge ripped that shot down the first baseline. That was a bullet. Off the end of the bat. Good approach, very similar to how Zoe Willis was getting pitched. Wood reaches for that one. Gets a piece of it. And similarly has a 2-2 count This one's off the end of the bat. Going to stay plenty of room for the right fielder to make it. Probably a good 5 yards before she got to the right field foul line. Well in front of the warning track. And it'll be out number 3. So the Hurricanes get the 1 run for Georgia Southwestern in the first inning. 1 run, 1 hit. There was 1 West Georgia error. Nobody left on base. We head to the second inning here in game number 1 from Lady Canes Field. Georgia Southwestern leads 1-0. And we'll be back in a moment here on the Peach Belt Conference Sports Network. Going on? I gotta know what the heck is going on around here. Let's go back. Look at Hannah Holloway. And wait for our live stats feed to come up here. Top of the second inning now from Lady Canes Field. First pitch low and away. This would be J.C. Arrington, the batter. Catches the inside part of the plate for a strike. Leading off the second inning for West Georgia is the right fielder, number 10, J.C. Arrington. A ball and a strike to Arrington. Who gets the call there? Is that one? Maybe on the black. We'll take it. A ball and 2 strikes to the batter. Holloway struck out 2 in the first. That one just a little bit farther outside. Not a bad spot to go. Let's see how far you could get that call. Goes out a little bit further. Batter doesn't go for it. Good discipline on a 1-2 pitch. Very tempting. When that count not to go get it. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Arrington. And she got her inside edge. Holloway's 3rd strikeout of the game. One away for the designated player, number 7, Madeline Gorsuch. Chopper to Wood. She's got a good glove as well. Makes the nice play over to first. Bang, bang play quickly. There's 2 outs in the inning. Two outs for the left fielder, number 13, Chandler Mavis. So Holloway moving right along here. A quick out there, keeping that pitch count very manageable. She did offer at that one 0-2. Mavis. 354 batting average, very good. This is a very strong offensive team. 282 team batting average. Just misses, can't get the break on the 1-2 pitch, or 0-2 pitch there. You've got 3 players well over 300 in batting average. RJ Janke not in the lineup here in game number 1. She possibly out. She has played and started 27 of the 35 games. Maybe has out with an injury here. Chris Nix was the leadoff batter. She's at 373, the top of the order rather. And Mavis is third at 354. Counts back to even at 2-2. This one's going to bounce over Holloway and into center field for a base hit. The Wolves have their first hit and their first base runner of the afternoon. Two outs. For the third baseman, batting 7th is number 12, Madison Vandergriff. So a chopper that gets over Holloway's head. First pitch in there for a strike. Got to make that clay a little bit softer, Coach Levering. Throw a little more water down. And maybe we'll get a nice bounce a little bit later. Well hit ball, but gets over in a base hit. There's a reason why. He's got that strong of a batting average. 0-2 now, well out in front. Vandergriff, 237 batting average. This is only her 17th start of the season. 0-2 pitch. Hit into right field. Singer waits for it and squeezes it for the final out of the inning. For West Georgia in the second inning. 1 hit, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. The 1 runner was left on base. We go to the home half of the second inning. Coming up for the Hurricanes, it'll be Marcotte, Pinette, and Mullen, 5, 6, and 7 in the GSW batting order. So another strikeout for Hannah Holloway that half inning. Runs her total to 3 for the game. And that one, before we get started, looked a little bit like this. Third strikeout of the game for Hannah Holloway. Just got this one in the second. Working that inside corner yet again. Boy, that has been her MO so far this game. Holloway, 3 strikeouts this afternoon. Leading off the second inning for GSW, first baseman, number 13, Izzy Marcotte. Marcotte takes that one low for a ball. The freshman, redshirt freshman Marcotte, takes a strike there. Marcotte has worked her batting average over 300 as well. She's at 304, which comes in at 5th on the team. 6 home runs. She had one in the Flagler series this past weekend. 31 runs driven in for Marcotte, who has started to heat up at the plate. Lady Hurricanes have 5 of their everyday batters over 300. Marcotte with the 304 being, if you will, the lowest of that 5, that group. That ball shot foul and will even the count up at 2-2. 2-2 pitch to Marcotte. Check swing. Roller to first. Second baseman's covering and will make the play. So Budenheimer picks up the roller and makes the play. One out in the second inning for the Hurricanes. Batting sixth, center fielder, number 32, Haley Panett. In there for a strike to Panett. Look at Lady Canes Field. The 0-1 offering to Panett. Reaches for it. Fouls it off. Behind in the count now. 0-2. Panett, a .222 batting average for Panett this season. She has 4 home runs, 16 runs driven in. This is her 40th start, so she's played in all but one of the Hurricanes games this season. She's down 0-2 in this at-bat. Hey, good pitch outside. Panett able to hold off on that one. Tempting, but she holds back, gets the ball. Good pitch right there from McKnight to just see if she could get her to go after one. Wind up in the 1-2. Again, outside, fouls off. Game time temperatures of 82 degrees in Americus. Beautiful afternoon with that little bit of breeze. Wind is blowing to the north at 10 miles an hour. Lays off the off-speed pitch. Again, the way we're situated at Lady Canes Field, north blowing wind is going to mean that it's basically coming in from right field, maybe a little bit towards third base versus towards home. Blowing in from right. And she goes after it, gets a strikeout. So Panett down on strikes. And the batter, batting seventh with 2 outs in the inning, the catcher, number 28, Morgan Mullen. Good pitch on the inside for a strike. Mullen batting .275 this season, making her 33rd start of the spring. A home run, 8 runs driven in, 17 walks to 13 strikeouts for Mullen. But quickly down 0-2 in the count here. Mullen takes a big step off from home plate to regroup. Both pitchers have been working the outer edge on these 0-2 counts. We'll see if that trend continues. Ooh, good pitch just off the plate. And then, as has been the case with Holloway here in the early going, they like to come back inside for that knockout pitch. We'll see if that comes or if they'll stick with one more out on the other edge. Go outside one more time. That'll get a chopper to third. Fielded cleanly, easy play for Vandergriff over at third, and Georgia Southwestern goes down scoreless in the second. For Georgia Southwestern in the second inning, there were no runs, no hits, no West Georgia errors, and nobody was left on base. We go to the top of the third inning from Lady Canes Field in game number 1. Top of the third inning, Georgia Southwestern leads 1-0.
I know belts and hoses, not X and O's. I do O2 sensors, but not defenses. Yeah, I make a right call to keep your car in the game. Don't even need a playbook, it's all in my brain. Fuel injectors, alternators, radiators too. It's who I am, it's what I do. Never know how. Never know how.
Emily Bodenheimer, the first batter. Holloway gets the outside edge called strike. Lower part of the zone on that one. As we open up the third inning here at Lady Canes Field, inside for a ball. Bodenheimer, 250 batting average. This is her first start of the season. She's appeared in 7 games, now 8, and this is her first start. She has 4 at-bats this spring on record for the Wolves. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to Willis at second. She on to first for the out. And there is one away here in the third inning. That box did. So did my computer. Yeah. With 1 out, batting ninth is the catcher, number 8, Lauren McElhinney.
Any chance we could have it for the weekend?
That one misses for a ball. Ooh, gets the outside edge on that one. Holloway's done a good job. Both pitchers actually have worked the outer part of the plate very well here in the early going, and they're getting the calls that are aiding their efforts to keep this one a low-scoring affair. 1-1 pitch. This one line to left fielder J.C. Johns with a stand-up play. What a grab for the out. That's a highlight reel right there. We are going to grab that one. Save that clip as J.C. Johns makes the diving effort in left, coming forward and robbing McElhinney of a hit. Back to the top of the order now. 2 outs in the inning. Second baseman Chris Nix. Hold on a second, I'll go up. for West Georgia in the third inning. No runs, no hits, no GSW errors. Nobody was left on base. We go to the bottom of the third inning here in game number 1. GSW leads 1-0.
Leading off the home half of the third inning, designated player number 25, Ashland Rogers. In the third inning for the Hurricanes, back to the top of the order, and left fielder J.C. Johns.
So we return here to the play-by-play. So J.C. Johns, back to the top of the order, finds a way to get on base via a walk. Two outs in the inning for the shortstop, Lacey Rutledge. So Lacey Rutledge steps in. She got a hit her first time up today. She actually has accounted for all of the offense in the game for the Hurricanes so far as she ripped the shot down the first base line. Easy triple, and then a misplay, if you're just joining us, a misplay on the cutoff allowed Rutledge to score from third on the same play. That is how we got a 1-0 score at this point. So this one definitely has not gone the way you would think just by looking at the stats coming into play today. Both teams doing very well offensively across the board. Georgia Southwestern as a team is batting .303 this season, and West Georgia .282. Now you flip the page to the pitching staffs, and the West Georgia's at 6.86. GSW at 3.7. Called strike. 3.76, I'm sorry, 3.76 for the Hurricanes. So both teams have hit well, and I guess it's still early in this one, bottom of the third. Good speed over at first in J.C. Johns. Ground ball, first baseman has it, steps on the bag, and that will retire the side. Good hands over there by Miss Bodenheimer. And the Hurricanes come up empty. For Georgia Southwestern in the home half of the third inning, no runs, no hits, no West Georgia errors. The one runner was left on base. 3 innings complete here in game number 1, and GSW leads 1-0. We'll be back in a moment. Do with the fact that it was the internet, but one of the things definitely was not connected to the internet when if it got the road machine. Top of the fourth inning here from Lady Canes Field. Only 2 hits combined for these two teams so far. Leading off the fourth inning for West Georgia center fielder Hannah Scarborough. She goes down and swings at that low pitch from Holloway, who now has a 0-2 advantage. Holloway has 3 strikeouts in the game. All 3 of the Ks have come The strikeout pitches have all been inside. See if she'll work it. Now that one, perhaps a little high. Actually been getting the outside. Both pitchers have been getting the outside edge, but that one perhaps a little bit high. Fouled off, 1-2. One hit for West Georgia, one hit for Georgia Southwestern. Ooh, hit her on that one. Nobody out for the shortstop, Allie Taylor. So Taylor struck out her first time up here this afternoon. Getting another look at Holloway. Squares the bunt and does offer for strike one. Taylor, 284 batting average of their everyday players. That would put her at 5th on the team. 284, does she have a couple sacrifices? Not yet. Good speed, however. She leads the team with 10 stolen bases. And Taylor offers at that one as well. So it'll be strike number 2. Taylor's a graduate student out of Coral Springs, Florida. Coral Glades High School. Finds herself now in a 1-2 hole, so she'll get to swing away, you'd think. Comes back inside, doesn't get Taylor to bite on that one. And the count will leave it up at 2-2. Both teams have good power based on their stats coming in. Throw goes into the outfield. They'll try to get her at third. Can't do it. So a stolen base. And then an error allowing her to go to third.
Steal. The center fielder doesn't just run in. Like, why do we have to wait to see that the ball doesn't do? You know what I mean? We're not
Yeah.
supposed to do that. Everybody has to do that. Yeah. Okay.
Let's see how this plays. Pulled down the line for a fair ball. Into the corner it goes. Johns has it. It'll be a stand-up double. As that ball was ripped past Caitlin Wood at third base. An RBI double. And we'll see if we can see it on the replay of the main play. Take a look at that poke from just a moment ago. You can see it just in the left part of the corner of your screen. Just inside the bag for the double. So we'll get that straight here. Base hit, run is in, tie score now at And reset the count for the Wolves here. 1-1 ball game. Nobody out in the inning. At the plate is the right fielder, J.C. Arrington. So Holloway going to work her way through a little trouble here. Oh, the throw gets past Johns. Down in the dirt it went. Runner's going to score. A fielder's choice for the batter, and then an error. I would probably put the error on the shortstop, Rutledge, who threw that one into the dirt and made a tough play for Johns to score. So another error on the Hurricanes, their second of the inning. Oops, sorry, runner still at second, and it's 2-1. And a little discussion here. Are we going to have a pitching change? Everybody's kind of waiting to see what happens here. I guess waiting to see if she's ready. We're currently in the top of the fourth inning. For those of you that may not be aware, top of the fourth inning, there's nobody out. And West Georgia leads 2-1. So what was all that about?
Wood's finger.
Oh, okay. They had to check her finger on the slide. Okay. Oh, yes, the cloud. We have one cloud covering us up here. So we got to get that straight. Popped up. Rutledge should have it. Yep, just on the grass. And there is one away. One out in the inning. The batter's the left fielder, Chandler Mavis. Well, a couple little clouds here, but we'll. Oh, back to Holloway. Runner's going to still go down to third, but there's two outs in the inning now. Two outs here in the fourth for the third baseman, Madison Vandergriff. Yes. That one called for a strike. The sun is coming out in center field. It hasn't worked its way to home plate yet. There we go. Now we're getting there. Oh, 1 count. So Holloway has unfortunately been a victim of a couple GSW errors here in the fourth. Did allow the good, well-hit double down the line. One pitch, foul. Ball and 2 strikes now. Vandergriff is a freshman out of Soddy Daisy, Tennessee. Went to Chattanooga Christian. Making her way down to Carrollton, Georgia. 1-2 pitch. Low, doesn't go for that one. 2-2. Ground ball to short. Rutledge has it over to first. Marcotte with the stretch and the catch for the final out of the inning. Taking a look at your line score as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning for West Georgia. The Wolves have 2 runs, 2 hits, and 1 error. Georgia Southwestern has 1 run, 1 hit, and 2 errors in the ball game. We head to the home half of the 4th inning from Lady Canes Field. Don't forget, fans, you can follow along as well online. Grab your phone, head to gswcanes.com, gswcanes.com. If you're on a mobile device, you'll see a calendar in the top right corner. Click on it, and it'll take you to all of our events for today. Again, our live stream is up and running for game number 1, but it will only be streaming the opening game, as we'll make our way over to baseball for their 6 o'clock non-conference game. 1 game each today on the live stream due to lightning strike and electrical issues from earlier this week. We apologize for that. That's why there's no scoreboard, and we'll bring you the action as best we can as we head to the bottom of the 4th with West Georgia on top 2-1. Leading things off for the Lady Hurricanes here in the 4th inning, second baseman Zoe Willis. So Willis 0 for 1. Getting her second look at McKnight here. Outside. They worked her hard outside last time. And Willis went and got one over there on the edge, but there wasn't much behind it as she was retired. Willis is in the 3 spot of the batting order today for Coach Nikki Levering in pursuit of her 200th collegiate coaching victory. A ball and a strike to Willis now, as McKnight's held the Lady Canes to only 1 hit so far in the ball game. Off speed, doesn't go for it, 2-1. Find a way to get the leadoff batter aboard here. Georgia Southwestern has not put the leadoff batter yet through the first 3 innings. Going to try here in the 4th to get something started. Outside, doesn't bite, doesn't get the call, working the outer edge for a ball, 3-1. Good pitch, but just a little off the plate. Should get a good look at a good one right here. The 3-1 offering. Goes after that one, fouls it off, 3-2. Lady Hurricanes 0 for 3 in the leadoff spot today. Just starting off an inning, or opening an inning. Also 0 for 3 when there's been a couple of outs on the board, so try to put an end to that. West Georgia has put the leadoff runner aboard once so far in the ballgame. And Willis will swing at it. It's down in the dirt. They'll throw it down to first. And McKnight does a good job to work back and get a strikeout there when it, clear that out. 1 out in the inning. 1 out here in the home half of the 4th inning for the 3rd baseman, Caitlin Wood. McKnight gets the call and will bring the first pitch of the at-bat here to Wood, outside for a ball. Low and away. Wood also went after one that was outside in her first at-bat. And I believe hers was a fly out to right field. 0 for 1 in the ball game. She went with the pitch, but this one rolls up the middle, turning. Will hold on to it. Did a good job just to get there, but there wasn't any real pace on that ball. And no choice but for Taylor to just eat it And the infield single for Caitlin Wood. The Hurricanes have their second hit of the ball game. One out in the inning, batting now for the Hurricanes, first baseman Izzy Marcotte. A little bit of a pause there from McKnight as she waited for that pitch to come, or that throw back from the catcher. I think she was thinking that might have been one. Could have got a favorable call on. Didn't work out that way. That one will be in there for a strike, however. 1-1. Marcotte 0 for 1 in the ball game. This one to the right fielder who has it. Two outs for the Hurricanes here in the fourth. Two outs in the inning here in the fourth for the center fielder, Haley Panette. I'll look at Caitlin Wood over at first for the Hurricanes. Two outs in the inning. Panette 0 for 1. She struck out her first time up. She's one of two strikeouts so far in the ball game for Macy Ann McKnight. West Georgia's starting pitcher. 2-0 the count now to Panette. Takes a hack at that one. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Look at the West Georgia defense here against Panette, pretty much straight away. 2-1 pitch, drifts outside for a ball now. McKnight did a good job to come back against Zoe Willis earlier this inning after falling behind with 3 balls. We'll see if she does the same to Panette. Fouls this one off, 3-2. Full count coming up. Panette's a sophomore out of Rincon, Georgia, South Effingham, where she played her high school ball. Payoff pitch. Ground ball to the second baseman. Takes a couple of nice hops right into the glove and over to first. Lady Hurricanes come up empty here in the fourth. No runs for Georgia Southwestern in the fourth inning. We head to the fifth. West Georgia leads the ball game 2-1. Again for West Georgia, 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error in the game. Georgia Southwestern, 1 run, 2 hits, 2 errors. To the top of the fifth we go from Lady Canes Field. didn't even realize that that wasn't on there. A couple of quick strikes here for Holloway to open up the fifth. At three straight strikes from Hannah. Holloway gets her fourth strikeout of the ball game. One out for the catcher, Lauren McElhaney. Oops, one out. Diving effort. That one will get through for a base hit. Third hit of the ball game for the Wolves. One on with one out in the inning for the second baseman, Chris Nix. Back to the top of the order for West Georgia, and Chris Nix 0 for 2 in the game. In there for strike two. Holloway's already got one strikeout this inning. She struck out 2 in the first, so this would be okay if she got her second inning with 2 Ks in a frame. Somebody trying to capture this one on film. It's like we got a Knicks fan, family supporter, friend behind. Keeping this one on the phone. Arm's going to get tired. Fly ball to right field. A couple steps before the warning track, and Kimmy Singer has it for out number 2. Two outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Center fielder Hannah Scarborough. Scarborough 0 for 1, struck out. The one time she recorded an out. Doesn't get the call on that one. Outside for a ball, 1-0. Scarborough, graduate student out of Noonan, Georgia. She went to Noonan High School. Fouls this one off, evens the count up at 1-1. 2 balls and a strike. .298 batting average for Scarborough. Has started 33 of the 35 games. Has 5 home runs this season. Good pitch, 2-2. I mentioned earlier the power for both teams. West Georgia comes in with 33 home runs as a team this year, their highest individual. Janke has 9, not in the game today. 33 home runs for West Georgia. GSW has 36. The batter was called out. No. No runs for West Georgia in the 5th inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Game number 1, bottom of the 5th inning here at Lady Canes Field, rather. West Georgia leads 2-1. Take a look at that Hannah Holloway strikeout from last half inning. Holloway with the K, this time goes outside. Frames it well, does Mullen. And gets the call for the out. So a strikeout for Hannah Holloway on that pitch. We mentioned, let's go ahead and put this one up for us. See, everybody can see where we're at here. Plus we got the GSW logo back in there, which had taken an absence as we were switching computers. Our main computer at softball fried by a storm earlier this week, apparently. Booted up fine, then went haywire when we couldn't connect to the internet. So there's a look at your line score as we head to the 5th, bottom half of the 5th inning, rather. Leading off the home half of the 5th inning is the Hurricanes catcher, Morgan Mullen. Foul, just missed it. Mullen turns on it, and it is just foul. All set in, long look to home, and here we go with the 1-1 offering. Good pitch, strike 2 to Mullen. Can't quite bring that one back in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good try behind the plate to help out her pitcher. McElhaney tries to bring that one back in, but she can't quite get it in, so a little too far outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count now to Mullen. Pull the string on that one, but it gets away from McKnight. Goes high for a ball. Count runs full. Morgan Mullen, GSW catcher. Sophomore out of Warwick, Maryland. Trying to get on base to open up the frame here in the bottom half of the 5th. Bohemia Manor, where she went to high school. You see Ashlyn Rogers on deck for the Lady Hurricanes there. Trying to get something going. Only 2 hits in the ball game for GSW. This pitch low. And she'll head down to first. Hey, that'll work. Leadoff batters aboard. Looks like we'll have a pinch runner for the catcher. You see, we'll head down there to first base. Pinch running for the Lady Hurricanes at first base, Allison Murdoch. Nobody out here in the 5th inning. At the plate for the Hurricanes, the designated player, Ashlyn Rogers. Squaring to bunt is Rogers. She'll pull up the base, stolen base for Allie Murdoch. So Murdoch's there. I don't know if we'll just have to get the count from Blue on this one. I'm not sure if that was high, if she offered at it, what the count may be. We'll see if we can get the home plate. 1 ball, no strikes. That one a little bit low. Should be 2-0 if I'm seeing this correctly. Hurricanes got a little something going. Runner in scoring position. Rogers will square to bunt. Lays the bunt down. It's a good one. Over to first is the only play, and that'll allow Murdoch to score. So a great bunt. Put down by the designated player, Ashlyn Rogers. The sacrifice executed. One out here in the bottom half of the 5th inning for the right fielder, Kimmy Singer. Now, it wouldn't be odd to see another bunt attempt. Coach Levering loves the squeeze. Singer shows it, pulls back, the bunt, foul. We'll take a look there at Murdoch over at third. This one is chop foul. That would almost would have worked as good as a squeeze if it would have had a little, since it had a little lift on it. Chopped up in the air. Or bounced anyway up that way. But now Singer's in an 0-2 hole here. Kimmy Singer, 322 batting average, good speed as well. She's got 19 stolen bases this season. So good speed coming out of the left-handed batter's box. That one also fouled off. Singer, 322 batting average. She's driven in 11 runs, 18 walks to 13 strikeouts. So she's a little farther down on the list when it comes to in that category, the strikeout category on the team. So usually Kimmy does a good job to put the ball at least in play. She's going to have a tough work here with an 0-2 pitch that just missed. 1-2. Hurricanes trying desperately to tie this one up. I'll look down at third as Murdoch will be given the green light, I'm sure, if it's put in play. There's a ball. An easy one to the backstop would be okay, too. I'm sure we'll welcome that. Singer has worked it back to a 2-2 count now. Upstairs, 3-2. Counts run full. Big pitch in the game coming up here. Payoff pitch to second. Ooh. That was rough because the first baseman actually was not on the bag. She had to kind of extend her foot to get back on the bag, and she kind of put it on the top of first base and might have got spiked by Singer, who was in a bang play unintentionally coming down on the heel area perhaps of the first baseman. Bunheimer. 2 outs in the inning for Georgia Southwestern. We go back to the top of the order, and left fielder J.C. Johns. Well, McKnight's gotten out of one pitch. She looks like she's going to get her second out and work her way out of trouble. The Lady Hurricanes can only leave the runner at third. No damage done by Georgia Southwestern here in the home half of the fifth. No runs for Georgia Southwestern in the fifth inning. We head to the sixth here in game number 1. Sixth inning coming up. West Georgia leads 2-1. West Georgia 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error in the ball game. Georgia Southwestern 1 run, 2 hits, 2 errors so far. Again, we head to the top of the sixth inning from Lady Canes Field. Back in a moment here at the Peach Belt Conference Sports Network.
Try an Immune Builder smoothie. With 800% of your daily vitamin C, it's just what you need to rule the day.
Top of the sixth inning from Lady Canes Field. There's a look at your line score. Allie Taylor, the batter. First pitch to Taylor was a ball. The second pitch inside, strike call. A little bit higher, and it was a fastball than that off-speed pitch you just saw right there. So now the count to Taylor. 2 balls and a strike. Little cloud cover here at Lady Canes Field, darkening up our shot a little bit. In on the hands, fouled off, 2-2. Taylor's 1 for 2 with a strikeout. She did drive in a run for West Georgia. Back in the fourth. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Taylor now. And she got a piece of that one. Will stay in there as the count remains 2-2. Got a little bit of that one. Foul tip. Fly ball, right field. It'll be Singer coming in. She will make the grab for the out. One away here in the 6th. One out for West Georgia in the top of the 6th inning. The batter is the right fielder, J.C. Arrington. Upstairs for a ball, and 2-0 now. Three and 0 the count. Holloway has not walked a batter yet this afternoon, but she is in jeopardy here of her first to Arrington. .30 pitch in there for a strike. Ooh, got the call on that off-speed pitch. Runs it to 3-2. I'll look at the defense behind Holloway with one away here in the 6th. Pay-off pitch. Fouled off. Staying alive is Arrington. Arrington is a graduate student out of, I'm going to hopefully say this right, Ramseur, North Carolina. Ramseur, North Carolina, Lee County High School. Popped up out of play just beyond the dugout on the first base side, the visiting Wolves dugout. Just out of play. And we'll line it up and do it again. Staying in the at-bat. Arrington won't go away quietly. 9th pitch of the at-bat. Oop. There goes the center field cam. Okay. This ball's hit well to left field. Will it stay fair? Fair ball, just over the foul line. That thing wasn't fair by much. It hooked inside the foul pole. No question of whether it was hit hard enough. It sure was a home run for Arrington. No doubt about it. Arrington hits the blast for her. That'll be, I mentioned this team's got some power. Home run number 4 of the season. Home run 4, number 4 of the year. Her 13th, no, she had one earlier in the game, 14th RBI of the spring. Well, a little cushion now for Holloway. as the battery on our center field cam needs to be replaced. So we got to keep it here for a minute. That was the reason why she was the cleanup hitter this afternoon. This one spinning away from Willis. It took a funny roll, and sure enough, an error on the play. So Hurricanes now have 3 errors. Errors are what bit them in the finale at Florida. Try it again. Flagler in St. Augustine, Florida, over the weekend. Hurricanes won the first 2 games of that Peach Belt Conference Series, but dropped the last one as they gave up 5 runs in the 6th, losing a 3-1 advantage. And errors played a role in that game. They've got their 3rd error of this ball game. And we've got 1 out. Looks like Holloway is going to stay in the ball game. So Gorsuch is the one who got on the designated player. 1 out in the inning. For the left fielder, Chandler Mavis. Oop. There we go. All right. This one could be 2. Going to be tough. Good speed. Not going to get Mavis. They get the lead runner for the force out, however, and there's 2 outs now in the inning. Two outs for West Georgia in the 6th. Batting is the 3rd baseman, Madison Vandergriff. Holloway rocks and delivers. Inside, gets the call for a strike. Grounder to 3rd. Wood has it. And over to 1st. That'll do it for West Georgia in the 6th. But they get the home run from Arrington. Add to their lead. West Georgia with 1 run in the 6th inning now leads Georgia Southwestern. West Georgia 3, GSW 1. We head to the home half of the 6th inning here at Lady Canes Field. Again, West Georgia 3, GSW 1. Bottom of the 6th coming up. So we're going to leave it here. I'm going to take the scoreboard off for a minute, and we'll be back as soon as I can get the center field cam back. We'll hustle out there and be back here on the Peach Belt Conference Sports Network.
Leading off the home half of the 6th inning, your shortstop, Lacey Rutledge. One out in the inning for the Hurricanes' third baseman, Caitlin Wood.
Oh, we're back just in time. 2 balls and a strike to Caitlin Wood. We'll get that updated. I'll update that for you appropriately. Thank you. All right, we are back for the home stretch. Getting through the meat of the order here is McKnight. She got through Zoe Willis, now Caitlin Wood. Georgia Southwestern in a big hole here. Down 2 runs, home half of the 6th inning. Line drive, the snap throw over to first, and Willis is back in time. So no double play, but Hurricanes do have 2 outs in the inning now. Two outs in the inning for the Hurricanes. First baseman Izzy Marcotte. Hard hit ball by Caitlin Wood, but right to the second baseman. Outside for a ball. That rocket hit right to the second baseman. Izzy Marcotte, a freshman out of Wichita, Kansas. She transferred to Georgia Southwestern after playing for Georgia Highlands College. The redshirt freshman Izzy Marcotte at the plate. 1-0 pitch. Gets the inside call for a strike there. Evens it all up at 1-1. McKnight, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. The starting pitcher you're looking at for West Georgia. This is a ground ball. Diving effort. What a play. That was a big defensive stop right there for West Georgia, because it at least would have had a couple runners on, but the diving stop, she had to only toss it, thankfully, a short distance, because that's about all she could based on where her the way her body was contorted there. A good play by Allie Taylor at short. Let's take a look at that play from Taylor as we head to the home half. Whoops, I don't want to do it right there. No, I don't want to do that. I want to slow it down. We need to see this one again. Georgia Southwestern in the 6th inning, no runs, no hits, runner left on base. We head to the 7th inning of game number 1. 7th inning coming up here from Lady Canes Field. West Georgia leads 3-1. All right, let's try to take a look at that one again. Defensive play by Taylor on this play. Flips it up just in time to get the runner. Big time defensive stop there. Seen a couple of good plays. GSW had a nice diving catch and left earlier in the ball game as well. We never did. I don't think we ever got to replay that one. So it looks like we might have a pinch hitter here. It will be number 29. Pinch hitting for West Georgia to open up the 7th inning is number 29, Ava Ramirez. So our first look at Ava Ramirez. Quickly puts the ball in play. Couple of bounces. Rutledge over to first. So not even a chance to introduce you to Ava. That was the 26th game she's played in. She has 19 starts. Does Ramirez, a .218 batting average, a home run, driven in 11. Ramirez, a freshman out of Tampa, Florida. So one out now. Oop, sorry. Another quick bouncing ball over to third. Wood. I could just leave those 2 outs right up there. It happened so quickly. I just got to change the inning. 2 outs in the 7th for West Georgia. Back to the top of the order, second baseman Chris Nix. Nix 0 for 3, so West Georgia has found other means of production than its leading batter, at least in the average category. 373 for Nix. Out of the starters, that's the best on the team. 0 for 3. Ground ball foul just under the glove of Marcotte and to the right of the bag for 0-2. Holloway with 4 strikeouts in the ball game. Two and two. Nix has worked the count back full. Junior out of Zebulon, Georgia, Pike County High School. Off the glove of, I would probably give that a single. Yeah, just off the outstretched glove of Holloway. She did all she could. Ended up being an unfortunate hit, but I'd go with an infield single on that one as she reached out as far as she could, and it just tipped off the end of her glove. This one could be in the gap in center field, the left center field. It is. Diving effort by Panette comes up empty, and a run scores. The Wolves have a 4-1 lead. Two outs for West Georgia in the 7th. The batter is the shortstop, Allie Taylor. Check swing. Wood will have it at third. Can she get it there in time? And she did. West Georgia adds a run here in the 7th inning. We head to the home half of the 7th. The visiting Wolves lead GSW by the score of 4-1. So let's take a look at a couple of those plays there. As you see the replay of that, what started it all off, a 2-out single off the glove of Hannah Holloway, the pitcher. She tried to make a play, reached out there, it just tipped off her glove. Unfortunate for Zoe Willis, who was trying to back her up at second, but couldn't get there in time. And then, of course, the damage being done with the RBI double on this play. Just out of the reach of Panette in center field. Good try, but she came up short on the diving effort, and the Wolves add to their lead. That's the look at it. Hurricanes got a lot of work to do here in the 7th. And it'll be the bottom of the order. Panette hits one to right field. This ball's off the wall. One hops for Panette. And the Hurricanes have the leadoff runner aboard with a stand-up double. Only the Hurricanes' third hit of the ball game. Nobody out for the Hurricanes in the 7th inning. The batter, catcher Morgan Mullen. Mullen 0 for 1. That one low. Here's take a look at that leadoff double off the bat of Haley Panette. Shot foul, and the count will go to 1-2, my bad. Bouncing ball, that's going to get through. Panette's going to come around to score. The Hurricanes have their second run of the ball game. And that's going to draw a visit to the circle just to talk to her pitcher. Hurricanes with a couple of hits now here in the 7th. Nobody out, and the tying run comes to the plate. Take a look at that chopper up the middle. West Georgia had one like it earlier in the game, and this time GSW takes advantage of the hard clay for a base hit up the middle. Nobody out in the inning. Nobody out here in the 7th for the Hurricanes. The batter is the designated player, Ashlyn Rogers. Rogers 0 for 1. Time called. Two 2-0. Rogers 0 for 1 here this afternoon. Big time chance to keep this inning going. She represents the tying run. Outside, 3-0. Rogers is the number 8 hitter in the lineup, and then you've got Kimmy Singer at 9, but Singer's comes in with a batting average over 300, so pretty strong hitter at the bottom of the lineup. Following up here, if Rogers can find a way to get on, a little bit high. And it looks like they'll bring in a pinch runner for the DP. So the tying run is now at first base for the Lady Hurricanes. Oh, it will not be a pinch runner. It'll actually be a pinch hitter. Could that be both, maybe? Oop, let's go down. Your attention, fans, a couple of changes for the Hurricanes. Now running at first base for the Lady Canes is number 5, Haley Griffin. And at the plate, pinch hitting for GSW, number 31, Chloe Sneed. Nobody out. Haley Griffin, the new runner, pinch running over at first base. Ooh, gets the strike call there as it dips a little bit. Been consistent anyway. That one gets the low strike. Definitely has been very consistent. I will give him that much both ways. So that's all you can ask. 0-1 offering here outside for a ball, 1-1. As the cloud cover comes in heavy. Lady Hurricanes trying to come back from 3 down in the 7th. Takes a big hack at that one, does Sneed. Chloe comes in with a .297 batting average. She has started 14 games. This is her 18th game she's seen action in. Sneed is a sophomore out of Lawrenceville, Georgia, Collins Hill High School. Sun coming up for the 1-2 pitch. Got her swinging. 1 out. Back to the top of the order for Georgia Southwestern. Left fielder, J.C. Johns. That one called strike to Johns. Johns is 0 for 2 here this afternoon. The tying run at first is pinch runner Haley Griffin. There's a look at the defense and the pitch. That one a little bit low. Definitely playing Johns in as she's comes up in the box and slaps it. She did have a hit her last home game. She was able to split the left and center fielder with a nice shot that bounced to the wall in left center field. Wouldn't be a bad time to deliver on one of them again if she can. Johns off the end of the bat. 1-2. McKnight has done a great job to fight back after running into some trouble to start the inning. She's in a position here to get out number 2. Johns, the number 1 batter in the order, top of the order for the Hurricanes, strikes out, back-to-back strikeouts. McKnight coming up huge. Meat of the order for the Hurricanes. Is it too little, too late? 2 outs in the inning for your shortstop, Lacey Rutledge. Down the middle, in there for a strike. Oof, doesn't get the call on that one. Perhaps just a little too far outside for his liking on that play. Ooh, that one a little bit lower than the first pitch or the last pitch. And maybe a little bit outside. Not a bad miss for McKnight, though. Just that one bounces to home plate. Good job to snuff it out behind the dish. McElhaney makes the stop. 3 balls and a strike. If you get Rutledge on, you've got Willis, you've got Wood. Heart of the order coming up. 3-1 pitch. Lined off the glove of the second baseman into right field. The runner's coming for the plate, will score. And a base hit, big time, for the freshman Lacey Rutledge. Run for Georgia Southwestern makes the score 4-3. At the plate for the Hurricanes, your second baseman, Zoe Willis. Two outs in the inning. Zoe Willis, the batter. Taken for a strike. Willis 0 for 3. She's been in a little bit of a funk lately. Seen that batting average start to dip a little bit, but a hit here would be huge for the sophomore. Outside for a ball. Not quite framed well, but not a strike there. Willis, a sophomore out of Pine Mountain, Georgia, Harris County High School. Recently named to the top 50 watch list for the NFC. Ball outside. National Fast Pitch Coaches Association Player of the Year, top 50. Award winner, top 50 watch list for Willis. 12 home runs on the season. 2 balls and a strike. McKnight, 4 strikeouts, 4 walks. This one is low. They got a little bit of wiggle room, I guess. You'd put the winning run at second with a walk here. And then you've got red-hot Caitlin Wood coming up behind her. We'll see if Zoe gets a green light here. Outside for a ball. The bases are loaded full of Hurricanes. Big time moment here. The bases are loaded with 2 outs in the inning here in the bottom of the 7th. For your third baseman, Caitlin Wood. Well, the stage has been set. Will McKnight be the hero? Will Wood be the hero? Let's see what happens here in the bottom of the 7th. Maybe it'll be a defensive play. Let's explore all of our options. 0-1 count. Well, this has turned into to be quite a ball game. There's a look at the defense. behind McKnight, trying to get out of this thing and go the distance to get the complete game win. That one slips out of the hand and rolls across home plate for a ball. A ball and a strike. Oh, this place would go nuts with a hit from Caitlin Wood. Just foul down the third base line. She's really out in front. And McKnight's got the advantage now, 1-2 the count. Little words of encouragement from her second baseman, Chris Nix. The 1-2 pitch. That one's going to get through to right field. Here comes one run in, second run. Got her with the tag. Well, we're going to extra innings, folks. 1 run scored for the Hurricanes. This ball game is all tied up at 4. Seven innings in the books. We'll go to extra innings here in the opener. It's been exciting. Your score 4-4. Again, to the 8th we go. So let's take a look at that final play one more time before we get to the 8th. Georgia Southwestern scores 2 in the 7th to force extra innings. Here's the hit from Caitlin Wood. That brought in 1, couldn't bring in 2. Hurricanes tried. Good diving effort by Nix. The play at the plate, definitely throw in time. Tried to hold back the left arm, but couldn't do it. The tag still made as she had to come around and try to hit the plate with her right hand. They got the out at the plate. Let's go to the 8th. We'll be back in a second. Take this ad. To the 8th inning we go. Extra innings here from Lady Canes Field. So there'll be a runner at second. They are playing the international rule here. So that would put the bunt effort down. Sacrifice made. So the bunt was put down by Arrington. The runner at second, now at third, is Allie Taylor. Good speed on the bases for West Georgia. No, you got to put it in. There's a cheat to it. One out in the inning here in the 8th. Runner at third with 1 out. And it looks like we'll have perhaps a pinch hitter or no. 1 out for the designated player, Madeline Gorsuch. Another bunt attempt popped up. The play made by Izzy Marcotte at first. This is huge for the Hurricanes here. 2 outs in the inning for the left fielder, Chandler Mavis. Oh, 2 outs in the inning, sorry. I was trying to get a replay up of that last one. 2 outs in the inning. Ooh, off-speed pitch from Holloway in there for a strike. Boy, that would definitely be advantage Hurricanes if they can come out of this clean with that international tiebreaker rule in effect. Still got to get past Mavis, who does have a hit in the ball game. She's 1 for 3. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just a little bit low, 2-1. Not a bad spot, but a little bit low from Holloway. 2 balls and a strike now. Out of play, evens up the count at 2-2. Ground ball to Willis. Has it over to first. West Georgia comes up empty in the 8th. This is a big chance for the Hurricanes to come roaring back, but they've got a little bit of work to do to take the opener between these two schools. For West Georgia in the 8th inning, no runs. We go to the bottom of the 8th. GSW with a runner on second to open up the inning. The score, tied 4-4. So R:3. No, I don't think so. I think it's just R:3. We'll be back in a moment. Peach Belt Conference. We head to the home half of the 8th inning. Georgia Southwestern trying to make the comeback. The bunt attempt fouled off from the first baseman, Izzy Marcotte. Georgia Southwestern again with the runner on second base here. Nobody out. Squares to bunt. The bunt's down. Only play is going to be first, and Marcotte does the sacrifice as needed. All right, ladies. We'll see where it comes. Panette's got the first crack at it, the number 6 hitter in the lineup. One out here in the 8th inning. At the plate is your center fielder, Haley Panette. Another bunt. Here comes the squeeze. The throw's not in time. And the Lady Hurricanes win. All the way back from down 4-1, Georgia Southwestern gets the win 5-4 on a squeeze bunt. Canes win, Canes win. GSW comes back in exciting fashion. Extra inning squeeze bunt to get the victory here tonight, or this afternoon, in game number 1. And congratulations to head coach Nikki Levering with that win. Coach Levering now has 200 career collegiate coaching victories. Congratulations, that one an exciting one. She'll remember that one. Win number 200 coming in extra innings here in game number 1. Well, let's take a look at that final play one last time. This is how it all went down to close it out. A squeeze bunt from Haley Panette gets the job done. Third baseman has it. Good speed on the bases, not in time. Let's see if we've got that from the home plate camera angle. One last look at how that one came to be as GSW rallies from a 4-1 deficit, 3 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th. And again, this play right here is the one that gave the Lady Hurricanes the victory. Bailey Christian scores the winning run. It was Bailey Christian over at third, the sophomore out of Jackson, Georgia, that gets the victory. And Coach Levering, her 200th collegiate coaching win. Well, folks, I wish we could bring you game number 2, but it's just not going to work out that way. We're going to go set it up and try to get things rolling for the baseball game over at Hurricane Stadium. We got to take our gear over there thanks to a lightning strike. We are down a broadcast computer and some sound equipment, and that's going to do it. The win tonight in game number 1 improves the Hurricanes' overall record to 25-16. 25-16 for Georgia Southwestern, and West Georgia falls to 11-25. 11-25 for the Wolves. Game number 2 coming up. You'll have to follow the live stats feed from here on out. Thanks for watching game number 1, and as it was an exciting one, extra inning win. Oh, how about it? Give the Hurricanes the win. There it is, 5-4, your final score. 5-4 in 8 innings. That'll do it here from Lady Canes Field. Enjoy the second game in your mind. We'll be with you spiritually over at the baseball field. Appreciate you tuning in. You've been watching Georgia Southwestern State University softball. The winning pitcher, of course, will be Hannah Holloway. Holloway's going to improve her record to a 12-6. 12-6 for Holloway, taking the loss. Macy Ann McKnight. Tough luck loss. McKnight pitched well, but falls to 6-11. Thanks for tuning in. You've been watching Georgia Southwestern State University softball Peach Belt Conference Sports Network.